All right, guys, so as you saw in the title, this is going to be a tutorial on how skins work in Rust. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I did a video over a year ago, and to this day, still a year later, I'm getting comments and questions on it, and it's one of my top 10 most watched videos. So I figured it was about time to go ahead and do an updated version of it since some things have changed, and I have a lot more details and stuff like that on how it works. Now, there's a few different things or places you can interact with skins, all right? So first place is going to be the workshop. So you see it on the bottom right-hand corner, there's the workshop. So we'll just load into the workshop here. So as you can see, this has skins galore, skins, but some of these are, let's just say, total crap. Not going to be nice about it, to be honest here. And then some things are copyright infringement, like this Charlie Brown t-shirt you'll see. Now, you can go to trending and see what's popular right now, and that is strange. That's some kind of slim pickings right there, guys. Then you can check out popular. Here we go. See, these skins are looking a little bit more interesting. And then you can go to accepted. Accepted is going to show you all the skins that have been accepted, starting with the most recent. So as you can see, these are all the skins that came in this particular week. Of course, if you're watching this video months later, that doesn't really mesh, but you get the idea. So pretty much this is just kind of a place you can preview it. If you click on the item, it loads in. You can zoom around it, check it out, all sorts of stuff. You can change the lighting, etc. Okay, then you can also go and make your own skins in here as well, but that's something for a whole nother thing, and nothing we're going to be touching for the game here. The other thing is going to be your next tab. So you got a couple tabs up here, and there's inventory and store. Store, of course, is going to take you to the store to buy that week's skins. Now, the way skins are working currently is every week new skins come out. The following week, they're replaced with new skins, and the previous week's skins become no longer purchasable through the store, okay? Now, you can still buy them from another person through trading or on the marketplace. We'll come back to that here in a second, okay? What we're going to look at first is your inventory. So you click on it and it brings up this very valid warning. You want to make sure you pay attention to this because you can lose a skin. I've had friends get rid of skins that you can't get anymore because they were exclusive. I've had friends accidentally break down a skin that was worth $20 and it turned into a 20 cents piece of cloth. So you want to be very careful, and we'll go more into detail there. Now, if you have a lot of skins like I do, you might have to go ahead and refresh a couple of times before they start popping up into here. It'll take a moment. Come on now. There we go. So here is where all of your skins will show up. Everything you own is here. And what's kind of nice is if you have two skins of the same thing, they'll show up next to each other. So you know, oh, I have two of these. I can either sell it or get rid of it. So when you click onto a skin, it will usually bring up some information. And as you can see here, I have two things selected, and it says multiple items are selected. A lot of times people don't pay attention, so they made it to where you thankfully can't break down multiple things at once. So let's get to this here. So you'll see there's 4 in the market, and they're selling for $1.30. Now I can break it into a cloth, all right? So any armor or clothing item breaks into cloth. Any weapons or tools will break into metal. Any decorative item, doors, chests, signs, things like that break into wood, okay? Those are your 3 resources, as you can see at the top. I have 5 wood, 0 metal, and 29 cloth. Now, what does that do for you? Well, down here at the bottom, you'll see you can make a low quality bag, which requires 10 cloth and a wood. You can make a high quality bag, which requires metal. You can make the gambling box, which is 10 wood. And you can make the weapon barrel, which is 10 barrels. Now, as you'll see, it has a list of what you can get here. And it does tend to be the most kind of recent items in here. So I went ahead and I asked Gary, how does this system work exactly? And I got some half answers and so forth. But basically, it's based off of time. And I asked him, well, what is it? And it's based off of 2 different times. So you see this right here. And that's kind of what this is an explanation of kind of how it works, but I'm not 100% sure if it really works on that anymore. It was really hard getting a straight answer. And honestly, it kind of seemed like Gary forgot himself what he even programmed. So, he's a big jokester, so I'm sure he's screwing with me a little bit too. But anyways, regardless, it's based off of playtime of how you get free skins. So we'll get back into that here in a second after we finish talking about how this works. So right now, I have enough to make a low quality bag, so we're gonna go ahead and craft it. All right. And we got a weird error message, but here's our low quality bag. Now, I could sell this low quality bag for 59 cents, or I can go ahead and open it and see what we get. And are you gonna do anything? Let's refresh. Refresh. And I think everything died. Okay, so that's bugged a little bit. I went ahead and reported it there. But the second time, it did give us an item. As you can see, it's a duplicate right here. So what I'm just going to go ahead and do, it's only worth 6 cents. We're going to break it down into cloth. And yeah, now that can be used to make a new thing. As you can see, it is airing out there a little bit. So how do you get skins? That's going to be the big question here. And there's 2 ways to get skins. One, like I said earlier, you purchase them from the store or the marketplace or trade someone. So, you know, that you're basically buying it one way or another. The other one is Rust does give free drops. Now, it's usually just kind of the default skins that you saw here at the bottom of my page, like the one we just turned back into cloth. And the way that system works, like I said, is you'll basically be playing Rust for a certain amount of hours, and it'll say you have a new item, and you'll click on it in Steam, and it'll say you have a new item for Rust, and it will give you some sort of skin. Now, there is a slight chance of getting the actual low quality, high quality, the box or the weapon crate. I've gotten 3 weapon crates and a low quality bag, but it's very, very rare. Usually it'll be just a skin of some sort on its own. Now, how often does that happen? So I went ahead and I asked Gary. I said, well, how does this work in general? And he said, based on playtime. I said, all right, how often is it random? And he said it's random between 2 different times, which is that picture I posted earlier. And that's basically how it goes. And I said, well, can any skin be gotten? And he said that it's all except for specials. So some skins will be marked as a special skin. It's usually going to be the ones that are priced a little bit higher. Those will not be drop. So that's kind of how that goes there. I said, all right, so what is the chance of crates or like the weapon barrels and so forth? And he said that they just kind of, it's just a random drop. It's kind of put into an algorithm, and there's not really anything you can kind of do to encourage it happening or anything. It's really just luck of the draw. And I said, all right, well, what's the chance of each rarity? He responded with a no idea. So we left that. And then lastly, I asked him, I said, does when you open a crate or are playing determine the type of skin you would get? Like, let's say it's Halloween. Would you get a Halloween skin? You know, or does it increase your chance of getting a Halloween skin? And he said, no, that is not something that factors into it. So I hope that kind of explains it a little bit. I know I can't give you guys an exact time rate, but everyone's tried to kind of figure it out. And I mean, that picture, you know, we'll pop it up right here again. That's about the best explanation I can give you on it right there. That's pretty much it. So how do you then use your skins? Well, for that, we're going to have to jump into a server. All right, so now that we are in game here, you guys are going to need a repair bench to change out skins. Now, this is how you would skin something that isn't craftable. So, like, as you know, the LR300 isn't craftable, but there's skins you can buy for it, and that's pretty confusing for some people. What you do is you toss it into here, and it will then show you what skins are available. Now, as you can see right now, these all look the same, right? As default. Well, it takes a little moment here, but now you can see they have gone ahead and load in. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. You can just pick whatever skin you want. You can change as many times as you want. It works for any item that has a skin. So, you know, we've gone ahead and skinned that. Toss this in. We can skin our pants. Or it can lag and not skin our pants. There we go. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on with the pants there as we throw them on the ground. Steamworks is having some problems. Holmesy was kind enough to get back to me and say that's what's kind of going on right now. So, you know, these issues should be long worked out before you guys have any time to check this out. So, the other thing is you can choose a skin when you're crafting an item. So I can go here on the stone pickaxe. I can select this skin and craft, and it will craft it with said skin. Now, there are some special types of skins. So there are 2 types of skins. We'll check it out and go here to items. Now, most things you click on it and there's a skin for that item itself, but there are some skins that are also items. For instance, you'll see right here, we've got the Christmas lights. Now, this is an actual item, but you buy it in the marketplace as a limited time thing, just like this Christmas door wreath, the festive garland, the little snowman here, the skull fire pit, scarecrow, the jack-o'-lanterns, and a lot of the different kinds of signs. So they're like a physical item that you can get and learn. Now, as you'll see here, we got our nice little skin. They added an admire function, so you can press the N key and your character will take a moment and check out the item in hand. This works for pretty much all items in the game now, and is a great way to check out those skins that you've dropped some moolah on. Now, as you'll see, these Christmas lights, as I said, they are physical items, so I can actually take them and attach them to the wall there. So that's kind of the 2 different types of skins, and that's basically how they work there. The other cool thing is in your quick craft menu, whatever skin you tend to use the most and have used most recently will become your default skin. So you can see I clicked on that, and eventually what will happen is if I keep crafting the same skin over and over again, this will save it and it'll be like, oh, that's your favorite hammer skin. So that's kind of a cool little detail in there as well. So that pretty much covers how skins work, guys. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and kind of show the marketplace, because that's something a lot of people don't understand or haven't really visited. So we're gonna go ahead and check that one out and finish up the video there. The way it's gonna work is, of course, one other way to get to the skins would be through the store page, but that's not what we're talking about. I'm pretty sure everyone understands how to buy them. The way to get old skins is you're gonna go to your community tab and you're gonna go to the marketplace. And you'll see it'll bring up a bunch of stuff. It'll show your listings, your orders, blah, 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 as usual. And then browse by game. Rust is very popular with skins, so it's actually on this top list usually. And now we're in the community marketplace. Here is where you can buy not only skins, but the high quality bags or the things to craft them, etc., etc. And you'll see people will put up a listing. So you can go to said listing and you can buy it. And you'll see there's multiple sell offers and there's multiple to buy offers. So, you know, there's people looking to buy this skin for $1.18, or if you'd want to buy it yourself, that's incredibly annoying. If you wanted to buy it yourself, then you can go ahead and purchase it for starting at $1.65 for the first bid out there. And that's basically just how it works there. You can hit the back button, you can sort it by price, see the most expensive skin, Punishment Mask, Alien Relic SMG. I mean, there's some crazy prices up there for some of them. And yeah, so I mean, it's really simple, and that's how it works, guys. That pretty much covers how skins work. I hope this video enlightened you and answered some questions you have. I know there's still a few questions, like how do the drops really work? It just seems like that's going to stay a little bit mysterious, and there's nothing else you can really do about it, but hopefully this gave you a little bit better of an idea. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me, or at the very least like the video or share it with someone. I'll be coming up with more tutorial videos. If you like what you've seen here, I will be placing some more, just some basic stuff of how things work in Rust, etc., etc. Don't forget to go ahead and check out the Rust devs, say hi to them, because they've made an awesome game, and that's something worth acknowledging. And check out my weekly skin videos. They come out every week when there's new skins, and that way you can kind of see them ahead of time in the workshop before you go ahead and purchase them in-game. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later.